Hello everybody, welcome to episode 9 of the Digimon IC series. So we have our wonderful IC here, and I see it's still Rosemon. There's nothing changing about that, but I've been kind of back and forth on how I'll be continuing on with this series, because originally I thought I could take Rosemon and go through the rest of the tournaments. I cannot do that. I've struggled a lot with trying to get Rosemon even through the tournaments, so it's been a nice fun struggle with that. And very much having that struggle with that whole battling system. I'm not going to battle now because right now we just don't have much going on with Rosemon to have that. So I'm thinking my plan currently for Rosemon is to probably let Rosemon sort of pass away or whatever, just because I can't do much more with this, and I'm wanting to start messing around with the other evolutions in this device. I don't know if we'll ever do 100% completion for this device. Plan might be to aim for a stronger evolution and then go through all the stuff or whatever. But yeah, where we're currently standing, Rosemon is not very much of a helpful character for us. So I figured we can sit down. I'll be going through the cheaper tournaments and just gaining money and sort of waiting out the whole death period or whatever. Because we do already have enough of access of certain chips and stuff like that and charges. So it's not too crazy to sit down and probably aim for something else. Because we already have a bunch of data, holies and stuff like that. And we've already gone through the plant/machine one, so why would we need that again? So I figured the next round would probably be aiming for a bit more weirder evolutions, just because we with Rosemon currently, we just cannot get further in there. Well, I can't get further in there. Every time I tried, I keep losing or whatever. So I've kind of sat down and messed around with it. And I know this episode's a little bit later than usual, because originally what happened was I did have an original episode 9, and I sat down and watched that episode again, because the yesterday or whatever, when I made the original episode 9, I was not in the happiest of moods, and I was kind of in a weird sort of depressive state and stuff like that. I don't know how to describe it. My mood was very off, and I just did not really enjoy the energy of that video. So I sat down, looked at it, and I was like, I'm trashing this. I'm not going to post this, because I'm just not in that proper mood for whatever YouTube stuff I was trying to do. And I was like, I'm not going to sit down and release a video that I'm not happy with. So I was like, just bleh. It's one of those days where you're just slightly off, and you're just I don't know if I want... I don't know if I want people to be depressed or whatever with me, and I was like, no, let's get rid of that. This is not the mood I'm going for. We cannot have this. Man, why don't we put an afro on this? Yeah, let's put an afro on you. Put the afro on Rosemon. I want to see this. Beautiful. It looks like an actual whole 70s style disco. Oh my god, love it. That is amazing right there. That is awesome. Even does little dance moves and everything. That's so cool. Because I think that changes out the animations, doesn't it? Wow. That is interesting. How did I not notice that from before? Oh, wait, no. We won't take this. We'll do no. Yes. And there we go. Take it off, and there we go. Oh. Nope, that did not do what I was trying to do. Man, this is a pain in the butt to take off. Okay, there we go. So yeah, hit yes 2 times. I don't know why I forgot about that. I never learned what the other item does. I know it just sort of puts the Digimon to sleep. I'm guessing it's just a weird sleeping item. Because yeah, it just puts it tucks it under a bed or whatever. Never looked into bothering too much with that whole entire thing. Overall though, I think that at this point onwards, I'm going to probably let Rosemon die. It's already been a bit of time, so if there is traded eggs in this device, we will unlock a traded egg and get whatever out of that. So I think it's now a good time for Rosemon to pass forward with us. Sorry for not just making this episode a bit more interesting, because we really just did not have much to talk about in this episode. And I'll probably be making a Bionicle video or Beatamon video right after this, because I feel like there's just not too much crazy stuff to really sit down and talk about with this one. So it's just one of those random little moments where it's don't know if it's the greatest for this. I don't know if I've done this on camera yet in a while. for those who don't know, these little challenge things actually change depending on evolution in Digimon, which is always kind of interesting in a way. It's because there's trick areas, so it does like sometimes trick you into going down like the certain pathways or whatever. So I assume, yeah, see, like there's a sort of trick pathway right there. So you gotta sort of keep up on your toes and keep up with all the fun little elements of this area. Like I see there, they tried tricking you. Why is my camera out of focus? Don't out of focus on me. It's not done that in a while, so don't do that to me now, camera. You see all the smudges on the screen. That's great, isn't it? Enjoy all my smudges. But to be honest, the screen is not that great for this one. Oh, nope, I hit too early, dang. Sad. But we got 20p out of that, so not bad. And funny enough, this doesn't like actually decrease the weight of the character, I don't think, a lot of the times. Or no, it does this time. Oh, weird. Didn't before. I guess there's like weight settings, isn't there? Yeah, there wasn't anything on the screen. I thought there was for a second. I don't know why. But overall, it's been pretty interesting with this device so far. Yeah, I'm just going to let Rosemon pass away there for us, because I just don't have anything to do with this character at this point. And I feel like it's time to aim for something stronger. Since I can't currently get through the championships, I've been like trying, and I've not had any success with it. So we'll probably just be moving onwards and finding a different Digimon. So we'll be coming back to this device. In the next episode, we'll be starting off with a different egg, and we'll keep up with that as well. And be getting on my way with that. I'll also be going back to a project I was working on, another Digimon project that I've been working on for randomly. I don't know if it's been off and on, but I've been trying to figure out how I want to bring back the project or whatever. So I was like, I know how to do it now. Sort of had a conversation with Doko Demo. I don't know if I pronounced his name right, but he's the guy who made the DMK, and had an interesting conversation with him earlier about like projects I've just sort of like left on the table, and I was like, you know what? He made a really good point that I should just go back to him and just finish him up and do whatever. And I was like, you know what? I really should just go back and finish up projects. Just don't know why. Like, I have, like, my brain's weird and stuff like that. But it's just one of those things where we were talking about that. And I was like, you know what? I should go do that. I'm going to go back and finish up things that I should be finishing up and working on things that I keep thinking about that are just sitting in the back of my brain. Like, I should go finish up stuff. So I was like, yeah, I'll do that. First up, the first thing I plan to finish up is the whole like D2 thing, because I'd actually like to finish that up, especially with me having like the color D3 on the way and other pedometer pets on us currently that I feel like we could just start talking about, and I feel like I just need to finish that series off before like moving on to other ones. So be starting of that whole interesting sort of series there, and getting on that whole progress again. So, yay there for day 2, and then I'll be working on some other projects that I've just had sort of on back burners for a bit. But, yeah, so that's pretty much all that's going on for today's episode. Sorry for it being kind of a boring episode. I didn't mean for it to be really boring. It's just one of those things where it's like, I need to post an episode, and I wanted to describe what I was planning to do anyway, so I was like, you know what, I need to do that. Sorry for this being delayed. My mood's been kind of weird this past week, so that probably hasn't helped much either. At least towards the last few recent days. It's just, I guess, moments of weird brain stuff. I guess most people would call that depression, but I'm like, I don't want to say that because I feel like it'd be wrong terminology or something like that. It isn't wrong terminology, just whatever moments. It's just your brain just having that sort of weird disconnect and you're having whatever blah moment. But that's pretty much all this. And we're going to go to put Rosemon to sleep. So, there we go. But thank y'all for watching, and I will see you all next time. Bye-bye-bye.